a large percentage of the world human population will have COVID DNA in them in small quantities, even if they are perfectly well or sick with some other pathogen. Do you see where this is going yet? The question is asked. If you want to create a totally false panic about a totally false pandemic, pick a coronavirus, which is what the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the 1% Front, the World Economic Forum, and the Johns Hopkins University operation in America chose as the subject of their Event 201, 6 weeks before this virus came to light, when they ran a simulation of what would happen and how the world would respond to a pandemic. And what did they choose? A coronavirus. And why Germany's death rate to cases is so low and much lower anywhere else? Why is that? How can that be? Very simple. I've just explained it. This is a story from the last couple of days. Coronavirus. Why is Germany's death toll so low? Germany is the 5th most affected country in the world in terms of confirmed cases of coronavirus, i.e. people carrying the coronavirus, which almost everyone does. As of Thursday, 26th of March, the number of confirmed coronavirus cases in Europe's largest economy stood at 39,502. Yet despite tens of thousands of cases, Germany so far has reported 222 deaths from the virus, dramatically lower than the more than 7,500 in Italy and around 4,000 in Spain. This low fatality rate of 0.56%, less than regular flu, has attracted global attention and debate. Ooh, what could be going on? Well, it's bloody obvious, actually. Christian Drosten, Institute of Virology director at a Berlin hospital, said that the low death toll from coronavirus in Germany is mainly down to extensive testing. The more widely you test, the more people carrying the coronavirus, but not in any levels that's going to cause them a problem, you get. So your case numbers expand, which makes your death numbers get smaller and smaller as a ratio of the cases. He said the reason why we have so few deaths compared by the number of infected people is because we do a lot of laboratory diagnostics. Over 500,000 coronavirus tests are currently being carried out every week. And the article says, making direct comparisons between national mortality rates can be misleading, not just because of recording lags and different methodologies on reporting cases and deaths, but because of the extent of testing. The more aggressively a country tests for coronavirus, the more cases of mild infections will be found and recorded in the statistics, which pushes the fatality percentage down. Hello? Oh, I never had that in my computer model.
But that's just obvious, isn't it?
Obvious. But here's a quote, Gaz, from Italy's civil protection chief, Angelo Borelli, who said about Italy, it is credible to estimate that there are 10 positive cases for every one officially reported. And as this article says, if this is true, and it almost certainly is because the coronavirus that almost everyone's carrying, if this were true and as many as 640,000 people are infected in Italy and their actual mortality rate would in a stroke become 1% instead of the currently alleged 10%. The Advisory Committee on Dangerous Pathogens is also of the opinion that COVID-19 should no longer be classified as a high consequence infectious disease. Days later, Britain was locked down because the virus is so dangerous. So this is what we are looking at. You are being scammed people on a monumental scale. And please don't fall for the fact or the belief that they wouldn't do that. What did Hitler and the Nazis say? The bigger the lie, the more we'll believe it.
So, as it appears, the large number of cases of infected people who led to death is a result of the testing being made specifically on people with other medical conditions who are being hospitalized and then put to sleep by being administered antiviral drugs. That is why you won't be tested, because they don't want healthy people tests to interfere with the total death rate percentage. From what we are being told and what we can see in the mainstream media, the so-called virus has exponentially mutated several times, and now it has reached a point where it seems that no one is safe. Their speech has changed dramatically over the past 2 weeks. From, "Oh, it's just a mild cold," to "This virus is now infecting and killing people aged 0 to infinity." Give me an effing break. You specifically said crazy nonsense that this virus is not affecting children because their immune system is developing and it doesn't fight the virus, which is good for them apparently. How come all of a sudden there is a disease that affects only certain people? When did that happen in the history of mankind? Disease doesn't care for your wealth, political affiliation, and not even your age. Do you get it? Why do we keep believing everything we see and hear on the television without even trying to comprehend what it is being fed to us? You don't need a degree to be aware of what is around you, and you certainly don't need a medical degree to know what's good for you. You only need common sense. All this is just fear-mongering at its best. You may have never before experienced something that looks so real, but yet so fraudulent in the making. That is why people have a hard time to distinguish what is real and what is not. For fear of not losing their freedom they seek so dearly. But the freedom has long abandoned them, yet they are in denial. It is easier to let someone else handle your life because you don't have the time to do so. And remember, nothing is true, everything is permitted. I thank you all for watching and I see you next time. Take care.